Hello, my name is Rob Scribner. I've attended the Lighthouse since 5th grade and the Lighthouse Christian Academy for all 4 years. One of my most memorable moments in high school did not happen during school, at school, or even in any relation to golf. And if you know me, then you know that's saying a lot. It was a Friday night in September 2019. My teammates and I on the Lighthouse Saints football team were in a heated battle on the football field. After an injury to a key player earlier in the season, I, a 115-pound, 5'8" freshman, was the only available player to fill the position. It was the 6th game of the season, and let's just say my goal was pure survival at these games. As my job as a lineman tight end was to try and block 6'4", 250-pound, full-bearded seniors. It had just passed halftime, and it was a very close game. My job on offense up to this point in our season was to give my body as a living sacrifice to the defensive linemen, as I was somehow supposed to block them from getting into the backfield. But when the quarterback came to the huddle and announced the play, I was not going to be blocking this time. The play called for me to sneak out of the line for a pass in the end zone, hopefully having none of the defenders notice so we could score. I quickly heard, "Ready, break," and we ran out of the huddle, and then everything turned to slow motion. I was sneaking out of the line, and a defender saw what was happening and immediately began chasing me. I turned around to look for the ball in the air as I ran for my life. It felt like minutes until I saw the brown leather football spiraling in the air. I felt like I could have counted each rotation of the ball against the contrast of the night sky. I don't know how, but after I jumped for the ball and landed, the ball was in my hands, and I immediately looked at the refs, who had their hands and arms raised, stretched towards the sky, signaling that my catch in the end zone scored for the team. It was exhilarating, it was exultant, and it was euphoric. Not knowing how to celebrate and being filled with so much emotion, I spiked the football as hard as I could because I've seen the pros do it. A feeling and moment that would be hard to recreate quickly was interrupted by the refs as they were throwing yellow penalty flags onto the field, because apparently you're not allowed to spike the ball in high school football. But it only affected the next kick, and thankfully all my hard work and sacrifice for the 2-point conversion was worth it. Out of that one experience, I have learned some valuable life lessons. Number 1, don't give up when the work gets hard. Number 2, surround yourself with a community of people that are going to challenge and push you in every area of life. Success will only come through the help of people around you. And number 3, be willing to sacrifice. The reward of sacrificing for the greater good will usually come unexpectedly, but will have far greater impact than you could know. When I think about sacrifice, I think about my teachers at the Lighthouse Christian Academy. They sacrificed their time outside of class thinking about how they could help me thrive in my academics, character, and golf. They spoke words of encouragement and wisdom, and I knew that they were continually praying for me. I will always be grateful to my teachers for taking upon themselves my personal development, character, schedule, jobs, dream to pursue golf, and most importantly, my relationship with Jesus. I will always be thankful to Mr. Young and Mr. Scribner for allowing and supporting me to pioneer a competitive golf team for our high school and doing everything in their power to help me be successful in golf and school. They were always flexible with my schedule and looked for ways to help me. This love found in all the teachers of the Lighthouse is not something you will find anywhere else. There have been many students who have testified about how the Lighthouse has incredibly impacted their lives, but it was very hard to understand what they truly meant until experiencing the culture firsthand. All of my teachers have shown me what the love of Jesus looks and feels like. I have yet to hear of a student where their literature teacher, during the summer, drove 2 hours to the middle of nowhere by himself, watched my golf tournament for 5.5 hours straight, where I had no other spectators, treated me to lunch, and drove back home in traffic. He's not a golfer nor is passionate about the sport, but he did all of this because he cares about me. This is just one example of the Lighthouse culture that teachers demonstrate on a day-to-day basis. There's a saying that blood is thicker than water, But as the Lighthouse and its teachers embody the attributes of Jesus, I have learned that the Spirit of God is thicker than blood. Thank you, Grandma Debbie, Grandpa and Grandma Scribner, Grandpa and Grandma Young. You have established, through Jesus, an excellent family, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Thank you for your constant support, generosity, care, and love in every area of my life. You make me feel so special, and I'm so grateful for you. I feel so blessed to have the best uncles, aunts, and cousins. And I wouldn't be here today without other influential leaders and friends for which I'm so grateful for. This fall, as I attend college, I don't know what I'm going to do without my siblings, as I've never gone to school without one of them. Thank you, Marcus, for being an awesome brother. I'm so grateful that I played my freshman year of football with you. You're a great example in my life. Thank you, Allie, for being the best little sister. I love how you're always down to come and watch my tournaments. I love you both. I love hanging out with you, and I couldn't ask for better siblings. You're not just my siblings, you're my closest friends. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for all the care, investment, and love in and throughout my life. I love hanging out with you, whether it be at home, talking about each of our days, around the dinner table, or playing golf with you. You have sacrificed so much for me, and I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful. Thank you for loving me and helping me even when I have not made the right choices and actions. I don't know if you'll ever know how grateful I am for you. Sometimes I've wondered why God has given me and my siblings the greatest parents on the earth, because I definitely don't deserve a mom so loving and a role model of a dad as much as you are. I love you. To the Lighthouse and my teachers, I would like to encourage you that you have changed another life. I stand before you today, humbled, honored, and grateful as a Lighthouse graduate and as the 2023 valedictorian.